Hail, Samurai! Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to the Vortex. Guess who pressed the wrong button on the controls there? Anyway, yes, guess what? We're live. I wasn't sure I'd be live. I was almost certain I wouldn't be live this afternoon, but in fact I have a couple of hours to kill. It will have to be a slightly shorter stream because we've started late and I have to finish early, but that's fine, because what says Saturday more than doing some more Yakuza goodness of crafting weapons and me slowly cooking alive inside a room with no ventilation? Wonderful. Hail Hoodlum, welcome. Hail, you can't wait geek. You wait until I start a long Final Fantasy cutscene. Didn't even know you were playing the game, but I had my suspicions and I didn't know you had a cutscene. So enjoy your cutscene and hail, Mighty Lurker, but to each and every one of you, also hail, Flocket. You lying scoundrel, you're not supposed to be here. I wasn't expecting to be here, but I am here, and now we have nothing more to do than to Yakuza. And more Yakuza with Yakuzaing of Yakuza in Yakuza, but first, come! Join me as we once more step foot into the Vortex as we continue to travel and traverse the world, the realm that is Yakuza 4 Remastered. Our destination lays before us, the controls are set, and as always the PlayStation is turned on lest I get into a fist fight with it to get the HDMI output to work again. So, let's go. Let's go. Shall we? Nearly hit the wrong button there. Yes, let us begin with the loading of the menu. I cannot remember what we did last time, actually. Oh, yes, we defeated the Amons. Anons. There we go. And now we are Sejima because we need to go and buy ourselves some DVDs. And then after we've bought that, we switch back to Kiryu and we continue crafting weapons. I should probably open the spreadsheet, come to think of it. Wait, didn't I have a sub-story to finish as Sage? I can't remember. No, I've done all the sub-stories, so there's no possible way I've missed anything. Oh, brother, it's going to be one of those streams, isn't it? That's okay, I've got plenty of water to power me through. Mod recipes. All available from Beam. If anyone decides to pick a fight with us, we've got our handy dandy golden pistols. Oh, hello. Problem solved. Gave me a minute. The Sejima special. Yes, that's what we shall call it. So give me a minute. Give me a minute. Hello, Real Spawn, welcome. Right, sorry. I was replying to a message about Steam trends. And that is legit. That is very legitimate. I do like my steam trains. I was out at a Heritage Railway this morning. I saw some very nice ones, including some fireless locomotives, which are steam locomotives, but they don't have a fire for generating steam. Huh? What? I had a list of these things. Is it literally my item list? Oh, I can't remember how I checked this last time. Okay, we've got... Apparently I do have these. Huh. Swordsmith. Oh, I do. So let's get physical. Let's get physical. Okay then. So apparently I have done all these things. I've just wasted everyone's time again. Oh, wonderful. Now that the hard part is over, weapon crafting and story should take no longer than 2 streams max. Well, it's going to be a shorter stream today, so that's probably going to be a thing. So we'll see. We'll see. It depends on how much faffing around I'm going to have to do, going backwards and forth to find all the base weapons. Right, so that's the spreadsheet sorted. So now we go back to Serena and switch back to Kiryu. And then we continue crafting weapons. Though we worked out last time that our millions and millions of yen is easily enough for us to get all of the weapon crafting done. Excuse me. The police officer. Oh, right. Not exactly counting today in 2 streams. Fair enough. Oops. Oh yeah, next stream will be Thursday because I've got orchestra rehearsal on Tuesday. And there's no evening stream next Saturday because I'm out at a social event, so maybe we can wrap the game up before then. Alright, fine. Problem solved. I've just realised we've gone through it. No, wait, we haven't done the end of the finale yet. I was about to say, we've gone through the game and nobody's blown up or destroyed part of the Millennium Tower yet. There's still time. There is still time. Oh. New Serena. New Serena, there we go. Oh. Oh no! Goon! Whatever will we do? Oh! Not dead, by the way. Paralyzed, probably, but not dead. Pumps on. What did you say you finished all the side quests? Does that include the final one? Yes. Yes, we have done the fight against the Amon and his apprentice. Which we did it in 2 goes. The first one we basically got to cheese it Amon, who has that stupid healing ability. So we then said, well, balls to that. Sejima has the golden pistol now. Let's just shoot him. So we downed him in about 30 seconds. So Akiyama got probably the longest. Akiyama actually fought his enemy kind of legit, though I did spam a particular heat action. Sejima just walked backwards, shooting him with the golden pistol with unlimited ammo. Tiddlywinks, he was given the sacred tree armor, which just made it an entire joke because we basically got shot. The guns did nothing, and then we just parried him into a wall and did what we did with the training: parry into wall, kick repeatedly in the head, repeat until we get to the end of it. And Kiryu's was actually Kiryu's was just beat up Goon. And then Goon gets new health. Then Goon does the same thing we did before, but that didn't seem to matter too much. Then Goon has laser cannon, which nearly KO'd us. And then we just accidentally beat him with a tiger drop into a wall. So, yes. Oh, I did post a video on Discord about Kiwami 3, but the opposite, the opposite video of it I could link as I watched both earlier. You say we need a Kiwami 3. I don't, but combat could have been better at least. Yes, and that's the main thing I would say with Kiwami 3 is that it definitely needed an overhaul to the combat system, and that comes in at a game engine level, and this, or at least, well, yeah, it probably comes in at a game engine level because they'd have to tweak the AI. Combat wouldn't be too bad if the enemies weren't so very block heavy. But, yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. Also, hail, Stray Girl, and thank you very much for the resub, 24 months in a row. Welcome back to the Inner Circle, Samurai. Much appreciated. And Seisma's heat actions are brutal. Yes, yes, they are. Oh, and also, as proof, look, we have the Amon sunglasses, which we now have about 4 pairs of, I think. Could probably also do something. People also say they want Yakuza 0 Kiwami, and I'm like, why? I agree on that front. Why? Kiwami 3, I say we need a new... Really? Triple scoop isn't enough? Okay. Kiwami 3, I say we need... Well, I say we need a Kiwami 3 because the engine is just so old at this point that it needs the adjustments that a remake will do. With Yakuza 0, the game plays fine. It's balanced. It works fine. Same thing for Yakuza 4. Yakuza 4, they've balanced out the enemies now, and it just works much better. Yakuza 5, I suspect, is probably going to work even better, probably somewhere along the same levels of Yakuza 0, because Yakuza 0 was the last iteration of the current engine before they shunted it all over into Dragon Engine. I'm going in the wrong direction, but balls to it, we're just going to get a taxi instead. Not gonna lie, Kiwami 0 with Lost Judgment level combat would be gnarly. I've never played Lost Judgment, so I couldn't comment. I tell a lie. Yakuza 0 wasn't the last one before they moved to Dragon Engine. Because they did Yakuza Kiwami in the old engine as well. They used the same Yakuza 0 engine for Kiwami because you still have the multi-shifting combat stuff. And that is me into Final Fantasy 14 5.2. I have. Good for you. Does that mean you've reached enough expansion? They use the same engine for 5.0 and Kiwami 1, if I remember correctly. Yeah, no, it's the same engine. It's probably, I suspect it's probably... Oh, now that's a point. Is it the same engine as they're running here, then? I think it probably is. It's just a newer version of the engine. Because eventually you reach a plateau with engines, and you just have to, you can just fine tweak and change it, tune it, before you have to basically rebuild a brand new iteration. Right, let us begin with the modding. So, we can now get the Dragon Driver 99. And the Golden Dragon Bat. Have I already got the Patriarch's Bat? I think I've already got that one. Patriarch Driver, Dragon Driver. Spiked Bat, yeah, I have got the Patriarch's Bat. Right, I've got the Dragon Driver. Patriarch's Bat. Golden Dragon Bat. That's all the bats and clubs. So now we are on to... Oh. Oh. There's no Marlin cannon. Oh, that works to my advantage then. Right, never mind. Right, who can I buy staffs as? Staffs is Tiddlywink, isn't it? No super glue, rip. Oh. Super glue, right, okay then. Where do I find super glue in this game? Right, small motor. Small... Super glue, I can get it from Don Quixote. That works. I'll go there, and I'll nip to Don Quixote while I'm here, and then we'll switch... Actually, I'll switch to Tiddlywinks, and I'll get the super glue while we're at it. Actually, just... Tell you what, rather than prattling around with going back to Kiryu each time, we're just gonna work through each weapon of whoever can buy the thing. Okay, cool. SE says Power Wash Simulator has a Shrek DLC. Not that I have the game. How did they even get DreamWorks to agree to that? Oh well. Money, probably. And then again, isn't another Shrek in the works or something? Right, super glue first. Something tells me super glue is one of those things that I'm going to need a lot of. Then we will nip to the save point and dump the super glue. Then we will also get the extendable staff we've currently got out, so I can work out how many staffs I actually need. One extendable staff. I need one assassin's spear. Wait, what? Oh, right, okay. Extendable assassins, extendable squid spear. Oh, I have to create the squid spear before I can create the small ones. Okay, that makes sense. Right. So I need to buy 2 more extendable staffs. And from there, we can then craft a thing. Isn't that the roof? Oh, no, that's the roof. Be honest, have you ever actually used any of these high-tier weapons of any of the Yakuza games? What, the ones that I craft? No, because by that point, I've usually unlocked the golden weapons or the legendary swords, so there's no bleeding point, is there? I literally am just doing these for the little check mark in the completion list. Gone the wrong way. Right, there we go. I see it poking up from the AC units. For some reason, I only recall you using them in Kiwami 2. Those were the ones I unlocked from doing... I didn't even craft them. I unlocked them as part of sub-story stuff with the Amon clan. Or I unlocked them as part of sub-story... No, one I think I got as a unlock from Bob, and the other one I got after defeating the Amons. I think I've used the gear, actually. I might have used the armor later on in the game. But, for the most part, yeah, most of them just go by the wayside. The closest I ever get to using them is purely just out of the ones that I get for free from Bob. 3 extendable staffs and an assassin's spear. Yep, that does it for me. Right, and now we take Tiddlywinks off to the weapon crafter. But to be honest, one, I use my fists more than the weapons, because the weapons I have to then go off and actually find somebody to repair them, and that can be a bit of a pain. Sometimes, very rarely, I'll use them in a boss fight or something, but otherwise, yeah. The best item was really the one that I got for doing everything in Kiwami, and Kiwami 2. The one that basically repaired my weapons outside of fights. Because it just meant I could keep the weapons going indefinitely, and that gave me an impetus to use them. Here it's basically a case of I use the weapons break, and then I have to go off to see the Kamiyama works to get them rebuilt, whereas my fists are infinite and heat actions are aplenty. So, especially when you get to the later parts of the game, and you're stupidly over-leveled and overcharged and just able to curb stomp most people, because you've done everything in the game prior to the end game. Because why would I bother doing that after the end game? Because then basically it's just for completion rather than actually putting it to use. Boy. Purgatory rod? Oh. I need lighter fuel. And I need a squid. Okay. And we guess where we're going next. I feel like once you get to the last chapters, you're basically a death machine with just your abilities and upgrades, but you can sometimes get a cheeky heat action on a boss with a weapon if you really wanted to. Fishing, yes. Yeah, we're going fishing. I didn't realize I needed a squid. Moving. Packing ice, squid, lighter fuel. You probably should have went through all of the list of components you need. Have you... Look up the list of components you need for the weapon modding. We would be here forever. I do have a list, actually. I have a list of all the materials that the game says we need. Do you care to guess how many materials there are in the game? 89. 89 epoxy materials. And I don't know how many of those materials I need. I might need a lot of super glue. I might need not very much of the super glue. I might need 4 stuffed cat's toys, or I might only need 1. Or maybe 15, because some insane weapon is a whip made of stuffed cat toys. It's just ludicrous. No. We're doing this the long way, because at least that way I'm not wasting my hard-earned yen. And now I need to figure out where I can catch these fish. With night, 50 to 80 meters. That's fine. I will buy bait. I will buy the vinegar squid bait, of which I can only have 3. Okay. Hey, at least you're shaving years off your time in purgatory with it this way. Yeah. Yeah. Because knowing my luck, purgatory... Oh, no, that'll be hell. Purgatory won't be fishing, it'll be nothing. And that'd probably be more of a hell to me than anything else. Right, 50 to... What did I say it was? Squid. Night, 50 to 80. The guide should say how many you need for each individual weapon. I don't think it does. It's not the one I've got. And even then, that means I have to tally it up in my inventory. It's just easier if I do it this way. Well, it's not easier, but... right. Oh, it's a piece of junk, isn't it? An umbrella. Oh, goody. Completely useless. Just going to take up room in my inventory.
Yakuza!
That's going to be another umbrella, isn't it? Yep. Stop fishing. Let's try again. Did the tuna in Yakuza 3 give you any trouble? I recall reeling for like 10 actual minutes. No, it didn't. I caught it by accident. Oh, well, that was a waste of my blasted bait. Yeah, looks like another umbrella. Oh no, it's a squid! Oh, thank goodness for that. Right. Let us stop this fishing malark. It's a silly sport. Right. Great trade. Silly sport. Right, so now I need to go to an item box and get shot of some bits and pieces. Wait a minute. Right, Don Quixote. No, save first, then Don Quixote, because I don't have any inventory, any room in the save in my inventory, because I filled it with weapons and random umbrellas. Except for the turtle side quest. We hate the turtle. I like turtles, but catching turtles was annoying. Wait, wasn't the turtle side quest find the rock that looks like a turtle and it actually had some very nice booze hidden underneath it or something? Or is this actually catching a turtle? Right, lighter fluid sounds like something I might need a lot of. See earlier message. Miss fishing in Zero, which is like push free button sometimes if you feel like it, and hey presto, you get to fish. Oh right, okay, that makes more sense. There were a few annoying points in fishing in Yakuza 0, but I think it's reached a point now that I've played so much of the Yakuza games that the worst bits of 0 have been surpassed by other games. Don Quixote doesn't sell lighter fuel. Okay, right, we'll try the Kombani convenience store next to New Serena. I know I've seen lighter fuel for sale somewhere in the game. I've gone the wrong way. Oh no, no, oh, sorry goon, please don't hurt me, I am scared little police detective. Right. What an app. Bonk. Dude, I just took down the Ammon clan of assassins. You're not gonna get me. Oh, right. I was going to the company. Ha! Lighter fluid. Did that guy's face is still glitched out in heat actions, or was that fixed? Do you mean, do they suddenly turn into the Scream portrait, in which case, yes, they still do. Unless there is another glitch other than their jaw sort of dislocating into a weird face, in which case, I think it's fixed. Balls to it. Switch back to Kiryu for the moment. I had to come back to New Serena anyway, so... Yeah, that's the one. I missed that. No, well, it's still in this game. Spreadsheet mods. There we go. Right, so we now should have enough to build bagged ice? Oh, don't tell me. Is an ice pack the same thing as bagged ice? I get the sneaking suspicion it might be. Oh, cold pack. Right, where do we get the ice from? Popo Tekinachi. Right, okay. I think that's the only one that we're missing after that. Might not need more than that of the bagged ice, but let's tip to it. Ah. Quick jog into New Serena, just to stick all this in the item box. And back up top. No. Right, mod weapon. There we go. So we can craft all of these. Yes. 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 There. You think you'll ever do the Curio or any of the other spin-offs other than Judgment, like Dead Souls or Inshin? I'm going to play Inshin. I've got a copy of the remake of Inshin down on my bookcase next to me. As for Dead Souls, probably only if it comes out on PS4, PS5 as a remake, because then I'll be able to run it on my current hardware rather than having to dig my old PlayStation 4 or 3 out of the loft and setting it up. Unless it's on Steam, in which case it probably makes my life a bit easier and I can do that. Right. So, completion list. Weapon mods. So we now have steel laundry pole. The purgatory rod. Basically, a extendable staff that can unleash a flaming attack. Fair enough. Great Dragon Spear, a bright, sparkling ultimate spear that lives up to the name of both appearance and strength. That's probably going to be one of our mains then. Squid Spear, a spear with a squid on the tip. It's frozen solid, so it's actually pretty strong. Done. Great Marlin? Oh, right, okay. That's right, we couldn't do the Great Marlin until we set it up. I don't think Dead Souls has a PC port. I think it's just stuck to PS3. Yep, that sounds about right, or at least that was my understanding of it. There we go. The Marlin we captured early in the game has now finally proved its use. So that's the Grey Marlin done. So, blades. I don't think I've actually got... I've got that. No, I haven't. I've got the Dragon Slayer. So, for that I need a nameless katana, a battery, and a fluorescent tube. Which I don't... I need more materials. I assume I'm missing the nameless katana, the nameless short sword then. Nameless katana... right, well, it's Kiryu, so I can buy swords. Okay. Weapons. I can buy it from the pawn shop. And fluorescent tube comes from... This is why I have a spreadsheet. From the green store? Oh, blimey. Also, I forgot about Cura, like PSP or something, so that's probably a no-go. Well, I wouldn't be able to stream it, would I? And I suppose if I emulated it, but... if I say, right, pawn shop for the swords, and then the green shop for the fluorescent tube, of which I only need one, so hopefully I have enough green points for it, though I suspect I probably don't, which will be problematic. I'm here to buy. So, how many of these do I need? One of each. I need a nameless short sword. I'm going to nip to a save and double check that I've got a nameless katana. No, I could have done it in the shop actually. No. Because if I've got a nameless katana, that saves me time, and that means we just have to go up to the green store and get ourselves a fluorescent tube. I'm pretty certain we've got batteries. Or I'm deeply mistaken and I don't have a nameless katana. Oh, piffed. Right, okay then. Well, I'm going to save the game anyway. Let me guess, the nameless katana probably comes from... Oh. What? Oh, I need to double check this. Did I just buy the right thing? In which case, what am I missing? Nameless short sword. Yeah. What? No, don't go in there, Kiryu. Right. We're back to the pawn shop to see if I can find a nameless katana. No. Maybe it's say okay. So right. I might need to come back as Seishma then. Well, only one way to find out. Oh no, goon! Whatever will I do? From Soul. And again. Oh, up to Seishma. Oh, man with moustache who looks ridiculous. Whatever will we do? You got any strong opinions about emulators? Been looking at one for my Steam Deck. No, not particular. Emulators are important as they allow for you to continue to, well, they allow for games that are no longer supported to continue to exist. Also makes gaming a lot more accessible, though personally I only tend to use emulators if I've already got the game on my shelf, but I can't be bothered plugging in my original console. Though that is a fairly new rule, and I have used emulators in the past. But to be honest, I don't find much need for emulators these days, because I usually find most of the stuff I want to play via legit means anyway. So game companies spend their time trying to shaft you, so, you know. I mean, there's that latest, I don't know whether it's fake news or not, but there was the latest quote supposedly about GTA 6 where it was where the idea was floated of players basically paying per hour to play their games rather than, you know, just buying it and then playing it. The thing is, I can stomach upfront subscriptions. Oh, I forgot there was a police officer here. I'll stomach subscriptions for the likes of MMOs, because you have to keep the servers online. But live service stuff, If it's a single-player game, it shouldn't need to have servers in the back end. That's just greed for a lot of it. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. No, don't. Wasted everyone's time there. Right, this way, and up to the pawn shop to get ourselves a sword, and then we'll nip back round to the taxi and go and do some weapon crafting. Avoiding this goon because I don't feel like getting into a fight. Ah, I see we're bringing back coin arcade machines. Thank you, Rockstar. There we go, nameless katana. While we're here, I am here to sell. I'm sure I've picked up some junk that we can get rid of. Or maybe not. Oh no, there we go. Keep us crafting for a bit longer. Gotta be the first video game to sell exactly 0 copies if they try that. They're not, though, because they're not that dim-witted. That's why it makes me think it's either fake news or it's just from some tone-deaf executive at the top who goes, "Oh, this is a good idea," as everyone else tells them, "No, that's not a good idea." Right, up to West Park, where we will then go and get ourselves some swords crafted. I think we've got everything now. I hope we do. Oh, no, we don't. We still need to go to the sewers by the Millennium Tower and get ourselves the fluorescent tube, don't we? No! Look! Goon! Go! Up. Hurry up! Hurry down. Oh! Stage was such a pain. Stage was a lot of fun when you managed to in the likes of boss fights, but the likes of here, where they just all roll faster and they all gang up on you. Right, that's it. Problem solved. Seems like they said something along the lines of games are actually very cheap and talked about pricing based on how many hours of entertainment you get out of them. Ah, i.e. a 6-hour game should cost less than a 20-hour one. That is actually a perfectly sound statement. Yes, I can live with that quite happily. But there is then also the complication of, well, 20-hour game is 20 hours to finish, but it might be very complicated. Or is that 20 hours to complete, or 20 hours just to finish the story? And yeah. I think there is an inflation on games to just maximize profit rather than actually generating it organically, but that's a different conversation at a different time, I suppose. Which is a bit of a useless metric given the variability of how and why people play games. Exactly. That's pretty much a very nice summary of the point I was just trying to make. Alright, let's go and talk to Dr. Mean Bean Machine and see about getting us a fluorescent tube. Or we don't have enough trash, and therefore I am not actually going to be able to afford it. Appraise trash, noble squire. No. Green store. Perfect. No, actually, I will use yen because I have a lot more of that. I wonder if I need the dragon flak vest. Probably will at some point. I don't know whether that's just like the dragon armor where I actually don't need it, or if it is a craftable thingy-bob. I don't think Sejima needs anything other than the golden pistol, does he? Hey. Awful. Hurry up! Oh! Nice. Actually, while we're at it, food. Here we are, grade 8 ultimate. When you travel into somewhere and you see 10 plus gold quests, and all in a little area breaks my brain a little. Yes, but it might be 10 plus. But each of those gold quests may also have 4 quests underneath them. I see that and my heart sinks a little because I go, I'm going to have to do all of these now. Oh, joy. And then you do all of them and it's like, time for the story. No, 6 more have unlocked. And then you finally get through them and you do a bit of the story, and then all of a sudden another bunch of them suddenly unlock, and it's just, well, yay. But at the same time, you can't just not do them. I mean, I do kind of follow the logic in a sense of the $1 an hour rule to follow buying games, i.e. I buy a $20 game, I expect 20 plus hours of playtime out. Yes. But that goes in the face of live service games where they want you to just only play that game forevermore because it means that you keep giving them money to unlock new shiny shines. At least that's the mentality that seems to be around it. 2K hours, I reckon, Stray has put into Final Fantasy 14. Nah. Possible. No comment. Blades. I've got a nameless short sword. I don't have a nameless short sword. Do I need the nameless short sword in my inventory to do the thing? I probably need it in the inventory. Also saying I don't have a battery, which seems odd, because I'm pretty certain I've picked up at least a battery along the way. Is there a Popo somewhere around here? Oh, don't tell me batteries are around a Don Quixote thing only. Nekamachi M store. Right, okay then. Well, yeah, taxi. I'm at 347 hours. I have no idea how many hours I've put into Final Fantasy 14 at this moment, but probably nowhere close to that. Hello, Mr. Goon. Oh, dead, by the way. I'm not on Steam at the moment, so this should probably work. I am at... Where's Final Fantasy 14? Oh, it's not going to be in the Great on Deck list. No perspective. Final begins with F, doesn't it? Final Fantasy 14 online. I have 295.5. Oh no, sorry, 291.5 hours in Final Fantasy Online. So there we go. That is the thing that I have done. We'll also turn that charger off because the Steam Deck's charged. Another reason I gotta get Kuroho is I need more heat actions that make me physically recoil. Fair enough. That was one of the things, my down points on Kiwami 2 is that a lot of the heat action... Oh no, hold on. No, well, maybe it wasn't Kiwami 2. There was one Yakuza game I played that was basically just a letdown because a lot of the heat actions were just the same. I don't think it could possibly. I don't think it was Kiwami 2 that did that. Though. I'm a silver player or platinum. Anyway, I'm looking for batteries, aren't I? There we go. Right, that's done. So, oh, there's a save point conveniently up here. Right, so we'll clear some of this junk out of the inventory. Then we need the nameless katana. Oh, I know what I've done. I've left it in Kiryu's inventory. Right, okay, we're going to have to go back to Serena. This is such a faff. Got to have been Kiwami 1, I imagine. A lot of Kiwami 2's heat actions were delicious Dragon Engine. Yeah, that's why I stopped midway through that, because I was thinking, no, because Kiwami 2 had the microwave, and that can't possibly be it. I think you're right, I think it was Kiwami 1. Kiwami 1 just had was rather lackluster. I think it was Kiwami 1. It wasn't 0, because that was amazing. It must have been Kiwami 1. Kiwami 1 or 3. 1 or 3 had very lackluster heat actions. And Kiwami 1... Not Kiwami 3, but Yakuza 3 even. Yes, because Yakuza 3 was a letdown in many areas, so it wouldn't have probably left that much of an imprint on me. Kiwami, however, I was expecting more after Yakuza 0. I mean, it was fine, but the animations just felt a little bit samey. There was no spectacular variability that we had in Yakuza 0, but it makes sense. Actually, no, it doesn't make sense, because Kiwami was a remake, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to get Kiwami on Switch. 1, to see how it plays, and 2, it's Yakuza on the go. I mean, technically I could do that with Steam Deck as well, but... not like I've not got enough enough Switch games on my shelf. There's a couple of Switch games I keep meaning to buy anyway. That's fine. Right. Ah. Let's see if I can... I probably can't do this. Tell you what, I'll play it safe. Where's the nearest... son of a dingleberry. Right, okay. And of course, there's no save point in the Majima construction anymore, so we're going to have to go somewhere else. I mean, a lot of the heat actions are straight up, never changed, even with Dragon Engine, i.e. the Salt Shaker 1, which has been the same since Yakuza 1. Well, you can't change up a classic. Some of them are going to be the same. That's a fair shout. Kiryu's mass slashing with a samurai sword. That works. That seems to be one that's existed throughout all time. They kept the pliers, so that's another one that they won't have changed up too much. No point reinventing the wheel. Not when you've got plenty more things you need to do. Right. So we've got that, and then we need the nameless katana. Oh, don't tell me I've... Okay then. So, what I've now done is I've put the blasted thing in the... Right, so I forgot to move the short sword off Kiryu, and then I forgot to move the nameless katana off Seijima. So now we're going to have to go back to New Serena. and get the sword off Sagema, though I'm going to switch back to Kiryu because it's a bit of a pain that I have to avoid the police officers. When some of the heat actions what are some of the heat actions that made you wince? Just to remind me of you just reminded me of the fingernail ones, the plier heat actions, the burning hob to the face. What else? What else? Putting somebody's head through a billboard. Oh, Sagema's spine break. That's another one. Most of Majima's baseball bat ones. That works as well. Oh, the golf club to the face. Right, item box. So now I can get the nameless katana and the nameless short sword. Oh, the microwave one from Kiwami. From Kiwami 2, even. The microwave one made me wince. Oh, and the bridge in Osaka. Throwing the dude onto the bow of the little boat ship thing. No, it's a boat. It's a boat. The little canal boat. That's another nasty one. Entertaining, but oh. Tamiya's, Tiddlywinks. Tamiyamas, no, Tatiyama, Tamaniya, Detective Tiddlywinks in this game. Some of his heat actions, the neck snapping one. Well, I say neck snapping, neck cracking would probably be more accurate, considering he doesn't actually break their neck. But, well, it kind of looks like he breaks their neck, but, oh, you know what I mean. Right, so, we can finally get these mods done. That's the Sonic Knife. Phantom Blade. Phantom Blade RG. According to Kamiyama, the PG, which boasts a unique red blade, is much stronger than the MG. It's certainly got more durability. Doesn't look red, looks purple. And then the Dragon Slayer. Durability 60. Yeah, looks about right. Oh no, I can pull them from the inventory then. I don't remember picking up the Sakura Storm. Oh no, I had a Sakura Storm in my pocket, didn't I? Okay, never mind. That works. Slayer. I don't have the Demon Blade though, but I think that only was brought in with at least Kiwami 2. It might have been brought in before then. I can't remember, unless it was in 0 or 1. No, I think it was a Kiwami 2 introduction. Right, hammers. Also, Kiryu's K2 gun, one where he empties it into someone's chest and then whips them with it. Oh yes, that was another one. Yeah, okay, Kiwami 2 isn't the one I'm thinking of. Hammers. I need a dropper. I can get the toy hammer, and I can do the Raging Dragon hammer, and I can do the Danger Do Not Swing sign. Oh, I love it. It's only got 1 durability, though. Says, do not swing at people, appears to be incredibly strong, but has 1 durability, and I suspect it will probably one-hit KO someone. That might be one to keep on, maybe not Sagema, because he's got the thing. I might put that on Kiryu. We might have that on Kiryu. Right, so I need to find a dropper. I suspect that I either get that from a Popo, or I get that from a Don Quixote. Oh no, I get it from the green stuff. Right, okay. Right, back to the green store then. The boss deleter sign. Yeah, that sounds about right. I am now very, very tempted to get that sign just for Kiryu's final boss to see what happens. Either that or I give it to Sagema, but in fairness, let's face it, we're just going to use the golden pistol on him again. Legendary assassin of the bang bang bang. Oh, we're at it as well. I shall top the drink. I do think you got to fight bosses like a man. However, sign equals fun. Sign also equals the end of us doing all of this stupid weapon crafting-y stuff. I might as well have some payoff for it, mightn't I? Oh, wait a minute. I will take that, and I will take the bit up here, because let's face it, if we're going to talk to the chap, we might as well get some of this appraised anyway. Now. I mean, let's face it, we... hello. Okay. Alright. When we did the Anon fights, we basically just cheesed most of it, so, eh. What's the completion criteria? Make every weapon? Yeah. Every weapon, every piece of gear. Dragon Flak Vest's still curious to me. Right, I'm going to just get the one because I can't help but feel that sooner or later I'm going to need a lot of these points. But yeah, the last completion list criteria is... It is literally the only thing we've got left on the list, and it is, yeah, just make every weapon and every piece of gear. So all 28 gear and all 47 weapons. The fun thing is, though, that we're pretty much at the stage of the game where we've pretty much got everything. Well, or rather... If we haven't got everything, then there's still a chance for it. It's still fairly easy for us to get the thing, like the dropper there, or something from the Colosseum. Gear is going to be horrible, good grief. I've not got that far yet, but yes, gear is genuinely horrible, or it tends to be horrible in these games. Oh, wait a minute. I've just realised another issue that I might run into. I can't remember how I get there, who can purchase hammers. Oh! Shout out to the other games which give you a separate inventory for all your materials. Yes. Well, they did learn as they progressed. That's the one downside. I love the fact that we've played this from 0 onwards because it means that we've got a solid grasp of the story and the timeline for everything. But on the other hand, you then end up with an issue, the same issue I got with 3, where you go from 0, Kiwami, and then Kiwami 2, which are massive leaps in technology with each game. Then you revert all the way back to early PS3 with Yakuza 3, and then you start the climb again. So basically, if we were going to play in chronological, it would have been... Oh, the game engine chronology, I suppose. We'd start with 3, then 4, then 5, then 0, then 6. Oh no, 0, then Kiwami, then 6, then Kiwami 2. It gets a bit messy. So yeah, so we're now on the slow climb again. So we've got 3, which is early PS3, then 4, where it's a massive improvement, as sequel should be. Then we've got 5, which I'm hoping is going to be another improvement in improvement of the engine. Then we'll get to 6, which is then early Dragon engine, so I'm expecting it to be a bit more rough around the edges than what we experienced in Kiwami. Then it's Like a Dragon, which is then just changing up the paradigm completely because it's a different playstyle. Judgment, I don't know. Judgment might have balanced out some of the Kiwami 2 issues. I can't remember if Judgment came out before or after Kiwami 2. I think it came out after. Oh, that's right. I was also going to check what I need. I need Sledgehammer, 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 miniature sign. Is Sledgehammer something I can buy as Kiryu? No! Right. Do you mean Kiwami or 2? Kiwami 2? I don't know. In what context? In context of game engine development, because Kiwami used the old version. Kiwami didn't use Dragon Engine, did it? It used an upgraded version of the Yakuza 0 engine, which was the Ryu or something engine. I can't remember. I can't remember what the name of the engine is that they used for 0 and the like. Well, I probably meant Kiwami 2 or Kiwami 1. I have no idea, is the honest answer. I completely lost track of the point. Kiwami is like 2015 or something, Judgment was 2017. Oh, sorry, I meant Kiwami 2. So I can't remember if Kiwami 2 came out before or after Judgment. I think it might have been before, but then again, I lose track of where all these games end up because I don't play them on release. Right, how many hammers have you got? One sledgehammer. Rightio. Kiwami 2 was 2017. Okay. So... Right, so yeah, Kiwami 2 came out before Judgment. So yeah, Judgment may very well have improvements to the Dragon engine that weren't in Kiwami. That weren't in Kiwami 2. Though Kiwami 2 seemed to... Kiwami 2 was good. Kiwami 2... Can't remember if I had any major issues with Kiwami 2. Frame rate dips come to mind, but I could also be imagining them. I've played so many games at this point that have had sudden drops of frame rate that it's entirely possible I'm misremembering. One. Oh. Yeah, balls to this. Wow, they really expect Final Fantasy XIV to work on a Nintendo console? Has Yoshi P been on a night out with Ezio to think that this is possible? If he was, I probably would have questioned him very deeply about the decision to try and run it on the Switch's hardware. In fairness, if you knocked it down to its lowest settings, it probably would run okay. But don't know how good it'd look, because they tried to run COD 4 and stuff on the Wii, didn't they? And that was certainly interesting. Oh. Greetings, nobleman in funny hat. I wish to purchase some hammers. How many hammers do I need? 3 hammers and a miniature sign. Well, we've got those. So we've got 1 sledgehammer, so that's 2. While we're at it, knuckles. I will get also 2 brass knuckles. Where the dickens do I find a demon's gauntlet? Colosseum for 50,000 points. Ah. Okay. Come on then. Is it this way to go down? Maybe? Yes. Still hopeful that the Switch 2 will have decent specs. I'm still hopeful it will have decent specs as well. Rumour had it that they were working with AMD on a new SoC for the Switch, which, if they are, is great. I might as well heal. The problem with Nintendo are, however, that they don't want to push the envelope. They play it very safe, which is all well and good, but it leaves them lacking behind in technology. And the Steam Deck should, hopefully, have put the clappers up them, because the Steam Deck has shown that you can have good hardware and decent battery life without too much size or heat. You can, I mean, people have modified their Steam Decks to run cooler, but yeah, it's a bit chunkier than the Switch, I'm not going to lie, but at the same time, it is something Nintendo can manage, but they just seem unwilling to. I'm sure if Earthart was here, he'd probably be able to paint a better picture of it, but yeah. I have so many Switch games that struggled so badly, so many regrets. I have many Switch games of which I haven't played all of them, but I have certainly seen it struggling. Breath of the Wild, Kokori Forest, and Tears of the Kingdom, Tarry Town, no, Tears of the Kingdom, Kakaraku Village, very much come to mind. Greetings, noble squire. I wish to create weapons of destruction and misery and... Oh, flip me! Left the blasted thing in Kiryu's inventory. This is like going somewhere and realizing you've left something in your other jacket. Right, okay. Steam Deck is also designed with modifiability in mind, whereas Switches are... Oh, right, hold on. Modifiability in mind, whereas Switches are meant to be out of the box. Yep. Steam Decks are more hobbyist, but in fairness, they're designed for the PC gamers, and PC gamers tend to be more of a tinkerer than your average gamer. I mean, as far as a family console goes, but at the same time, yeah. Nintendo should be worried with the Steam Deck. They don't have the Nintendo first-party games on them, but it does show that you can run with a much better hardware solution. The Steam Deck's not perfect, by all means. Especially with the analog sticks, I think they could have done a bit better with putting some sort of self-lubricating ring around it, around the edge of the analog stick. I say self-lubricating, it's sort of like with the DualSense with the PlayStation, where you move the analog stick around and it sort of glides. Where on the Steam Deck you move the analog stick around in a circle and it sort of grates, it grips it a bit. They could modify that and it'd work a bit better. But I do also love the fact that you can replace the analog sticks with Hall effect sensors, which I keep meaning to do, I just haven't got round to yet. Right, let's not do what we did last time and make sure that we empty Seijima's inventory. I recently played a couple of demos on the Switch and they struggled. The Switch is going to struggle. Gaming technology has moved on. The Switch has not. How old's the Switch now? It's 10 years old? If not 10, then very close to... that's probably an approximation. 12 came to mind, but I don't think it's 12 years old yet. Switch like 2015. Really? Oh, I'm going to have to look this up now. 2017. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, it's 7 years old. So technically, in terms of hardware, it's approaching it. It's pretty much coming to the end of its life cycle. Still works for a lot of things. My Switch is still holding up grand, but yeah, it's way later than I thought, to be honest. Yeah, the thing is, remember, it was released in 2017. But 2015 hardware is probably thereabouts where that Nintendo always used last generation hardware for stability. It's understandable because you don't want to release a product with bleeding edge hardware that suddenly fails. So I think they play it safe and they go with last generation. So 2015 hardware is probably about on the money for the actual age of the stuff inside the Switch, but the Switch was released 2017. Even. So even then, it's 15. Oh, yeah, 9-year-old hardware. So even then, I mean, most people don't have a phone for 5 years. So PS4 was 2013 or 2014, I believe. Yes, but Sony tend to use more higher sort of Nintendo. Sony push the envelope a bit more, as we saw with the PS5. Sony is willing to push the hardware a bit more. Same for Microsoft with Xbox. Whereas Nintendo always sort of coast on we're the family console and the library of first-party titles, which means that they can usually turn in a lot of money. That and also the Switch was just a fantastic idea when you get to it. It's a console that you can play on the go. It's why there was so much clamoring for the Steam Deck to have a dock, I think, because it meant that more people could rather do the Switch thing where you plug into a dock and then plug into a TV and you use it that way. So, yeah. So the Switch was a brilliant idea. It's just that Nintendo crippled it slightly by using out-of-date hardware. There's the Raging Dragon Hammer. You have to wonder what happens to all this gear between games. Danger! Do not swing. Funny sign is funny. Right, so we've done hammer, toy hammer, raging dragon hammer, danger sign. Now we can do the knuckles. Apart from I think I don't have the parts to do the knuckles. I don't. Okay. Hungry wolf gloves, dragon grudge. Demon gauntlets, brass knuckles. I've got the brass knuckles and the demon gauntlet. I don't think I've got the demon gauntlets. I could have sworn I had bloody cloths. Oh, where do I buy them from? Right, I need chili peppers and adhesive bandages. Well, I know I can get the chili peppers from the convenience stores. I'm not sure about bandages, though. I can get them from the drugstore. Okay. And then bloody cloth from the Colosseum. Actually, I technically should have one already because it says that it's in my... I get one from the lockers, though I may have already burnt it. Fair enough. Right, so Colosseum for the cloth and the demon gauntlets. OnePlus Nords are a solid phone. Phones, Ezio will agree. I do agree. I have a OnePlus myself. A OnePlus Nord myself. It has done me well for years, though the battery is starting to get a bit knackered. But when did I get that phone? 6 years ago, I think, thereabouts. 5, 6 years? I think I got it when I left my previous job, so yes. Yes, I did, because my contract was up, so I was going to get a cheaper rate on my tariff, and then I thought I'd go over it, and I just got a new phone instead. Right. We've got a little time left. Well, I say a little. We've got about 35 minutes-ish before I'll have to call it. So, yes. Into the Colosseum. Go and get ourselves some various bits of... Hello, waifus. Very pretty kimonos. Right. I have a Nord 2, and it's probably my favourite phone so far. I think I have the original, so yeah. Exchange points, please. I wish to purchase... Aha! So I need 2 bloody cloths. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to double check this now. Oh, hipple doodles. Right, okay then. Those are a bit less common in Japan, so I'm not sure I could find one. Also, not a fan of buying online from third parties. The Nords were a European-only release, I believe. Well, the original OnePlus Nord was a European-only release. I don't know about the Nord 2, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Europe-only. So you probably wouldn't find one in Japan anyway. Wouldn't find one in the States either. Right. Oh, no, 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 no. We are not doing that just yet. I need to see what I need in terms of points. I have enough for... Oh, I might just be able to scrape this without needing to do a lot. No, 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 hold on. No. I don't. I need to fight in the Colosseum a few times. Oh, wonderful. Phone tech has stagnated over the last decade, I would say. Entirely possible, yes. There's only so much innovation you can do with the technology available at the moment. Right, let's do it. This will be fun. Age 41. that's interesting. So he can't act, he doesn't really have a counter grab. Nowadays it's all about AI within the OS. Yeah, it's the thing. AI is just a fancy buzzword these days. Speaking of, Apple's AI emoji generator feature is going to be pure chaos once that comes out. Yeah, I can believe that. Alley up. There we go. That was close. Right. How much do I get? Okay. 2,000. 10,000. Oh. So I do that 3 more times and it gets me enough for the bleeding cloth. Marvellous. I shouldn't have bought that dragon. That dragon mount was a mistake. Belly up. Oh, not you again. Ah, missed it. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise what my health was at. That was well, it's a nice few thousand points, but ooh, ooh. Okay, getting there. One more. And that should at least give us enough points to get the last bloody clock. And hopefully we don't need any more of those stupid things. Otherwise I will be a sad Ezio. Bye-bye. Nope. There we go. There we go. But yeah, the AI bubble's going to burst eventually because all these companies are putting, putting billions into it. And not much is coming out of it. They've not found a way of turning a profit yet. There we go. Oh, down. Oh, yeah, that's another recycle heat action. Uh-oh. Not as much damage as I thought it would be. There we go. $28,000. There we go. That should be enough. And bloody clock. Oh, that's it. Cool. Right. Save the game, and then we should be able to go back to Kamiyama Works and get the knuckles done. I'm sure we'll be back here grinding the Colosseum again at a later date, but we'll do that when we come to it. Oh, wait. Hello. 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 Where do we find all these women from? Seriously. Entire houses. women along the street and everything. This was still a homeless camp in Kiwami, wasn't it? That was a homeless camp in Zero. Somebody's telling me it was still a homeless camp in Kiwami, and then Kiwami 2, that's when they demolished everything and turned it into Kamurocho Hills with Majima. Weapons... Knuckles. Oh, right. Never mind. I forgot. I was so focused on getting the Colosseum stuff, I forgot I need to get the adhesive bandages and other things. Adhesive bandages and pepper. Well, the adhesive bandages come from the drugstore, and the pepper comes from, I assume, just any regular convenience store. Sorry. Hello. Do you have any... There we go. A packet of plasters, please. Thank you. I think that on the corner is a convenience store as well, so that should be where we can find our pepper. Yep, there we go. Chili pepper. Perfect. Rightio. This way then. Don't need to heal, so yep, all the way up top, back to Kamiyama Works, and then we can get the Knuckles done. Then there's the Tonfa, which I don't think I can buy as Kiryu. I'll have to switch back to Tiddlywinks. Or Kanamora, I think his name is. Night night. Alright, fine, fine. You want to do that? Oh. You damaged my bike, you wasn't. Oh! That's another cringe-worthy one. Oh, knife through the back of the hand. And that chap in the black cap was just peculiar, and then moved on. Oh, right. The violently ill dude is no longer here. Yo. Right. Pepper Knuckles. We can do them. Dragon Grudge Gauntlets. We can do them. Hungry Wolf Gloves. We can do them. Right. So that's another 3 done. I will be surprised if we can actually do any of the tonfa, because I don't think we've got any iron tonfa. We can do one which is the steel tonfa, but the self-defense ruler? Really? That's just a set square made of wood. And that's just an overly engineered set square. Really? Right, so that needs an iron tonfa, an iron tonfa, and an iron tonfa. Right, we're switching back to Tiddlywinks then. But not before we dump Kiryu's inventory into the bleeding item box. Wait a minute. Did I actually get everything from... Oh, I think I did get everything from Kamiyama Works. Not Kamiyama Works, from Bob. Drop that, drop that, drop that. Oh no, I don't want to drop that. The Dragon Slayer. No, I'm keeping that. Attack 120. Oh, I'm definitely keeping that. What does the Photon Sword RX do? That's the PG. According to PG, boosts a unique red blade, which is much stronger than the MG. It's only 100. Oh, and then the danger do not swing sign, because of course I want to try that. Especially... That plus the sunglasses. Oh, good lord. Oh, that's going to be fun to try on a boss. I'm going to try that on a boss. I want to see what happens when I combine those two weapons, because it's bound to be interesting. I'll leave the rest of the inventory sort of empty for the moment. Save the game. Oh, why do I need a drop? I don't tell you. I don't know if I have the Kamimachi ability knife. What the dickens is that? Oh, well, we have to be as Tiddlywinks then, because it requires us to go back to the Dragon Palace. Right, so first port of call is we need Iron Tonfa. Then we need to go to the Dragon Palace and get ourselves Thingy-me-bob. Oh no, we need to go to under the Millennium Tower to talk to the green mean machine of Diddly Dingus to get ourselves another eyedropper, and then we need to go to the Dragon Palace to get the utility knife. I don't know why I'm talking to the taxi driver, because I need to go to the weapon shop first. Because I need free iron tonfa. Free iron tonfa, a steel tonfa, and a self-defense ruler. But I crafted the self-defense ruler. I've already got steel tonfa, so yeah, I just need to find free iron tonfa, basically. There's the roof access. After I deal with Goon Mick Scowly here. Nope. Yep. Perfect. Nope, this way. The van is literally here. I'm here to buy, please. Steel iron tomper. That's it. So I only need 3 of them. I've already got a steel. Cool. Yes, marvelous. Just them, please. I need the dropper from the front of the Millennium Tower, which we can get to from here. There we go. Lay down. Still got health. I'm surprised. Did somebody just try to shoot me? The fool. Go. Oh. Oops. There we go. Yeah, that's the dude who was shooting at me. Good luck with that. Right, now we go into the sewers and get ourselves an eyedropper. Don't ask. And then the casino to buy ourselves a utility knife. Knife, not knight. That's a different thing entirely. This is the wrong sewers. No, it isn't. It's the right sewers, I think. Yes, it is. It is. Some soft garbage as well, just so we can get it appraised and get that sorted. Install. Yeah. Dropper. And then extra Ezio, hello! Hail M7, welcome. Right, and then up to the Dragon Palace to get ourselves a utility knife. And that should give us enough to wrap up the Tomfa. Oh no! Boom! Oh, really? Dude, mean. Oh! 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 Early up! Oh! I'm gonna have to heal now. That was a heck of a fight, and all that for a stamina XX. Really? I'll have that. Thank you. Yeah. Right. And then to the Dragon Palace. As long as I don't get accosted by any more muppets. Perfect. No way, no. I thought that was the Dragon Palace. It is, and that's the stupid ping pong table tennis-y spawnery. There we go. Oi. Oh, love it. Right. Him. Ow! There we go. Right. Get rid of them. Blimey. That was a rough one. I think it's the casino for X number of chips. Problem solved. Kamiyama works. Incident at Millennium Tower has been resolved. That's good, because I wasn't going to stop to sort it. Oh, I spy a goon. No. Bugger off, I don't have time to fight you. Oh, the dude's back being violently ill, marvels. More weapons, please. So, we're now up to the Tonfa. Ah! Ah! Very fine, right. Oh, wait a minute. Problem solved. Actually, I should have kept that in my inventory in case I got into any fights, but whatever. Right, so we now need to quickly nip down to a convenience store to get ourselves sorted with some more chili powder. You believe... Oh. Quick, I can avoid this goon. Ooh, that's good. I really don't feel like getting into another fist fight with a bunch of high-powered enemies. I love the fact that I've also reached a point in this game where I'm just burning through healing items because there's no other reason for me to have them. They're just going to get thrown into the item box later on and not touched ever again. Oh no, I'm checking my health because I just used a healing item, didn't I? There we go. Mod weapons. Tonfa. Ah, perfect. Right. Yes. Pepper spray Tonfa. Oh, no, hold on. There we go. Dragon Horn, which I might equip to Tiddlywinks just to make my life a bit easier with the fight. Right. Okay. Chunk of wood maple. Sure. Where the dickens do I find that then? Batting center. Okay. Didn't I just craft the Dragon Tomfer? I think I did. So maybe they're only usable by Kiryu. Okay, fine. Wait, I can just check in the completion list, can't I? Legendary fighter once trained with this horn-shaped weapon provides extra experience points. I don't need that. Right, okay, so I need to get to Batting Center. Yeah, Hotel District, they'll have to do. Oh, hello, collect some garbage while I'm at it. Go, use item box. Dump, 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 dump. And go and save. Complete. Saved. Save complete. Saving. Save complete. And that we will continue this next time. Oh. Bit eager there. Oh, there we go. Press any button to continue. There we have it. There is another afternoon, an unexpected afternoon of Yakuza done and dusted. Unfortunately, I'm out this evening, and thus I cannot stay until the 6 o'clock cut-off time because I have to walk to my destination, so fun. So there we go, that is all good, that's all good. We've, nearly 2.5 hours of Yakuza-y goodness. We've managed to crack on with quite a fair whack of it, actually. We've got through, how many of the weapons? We've got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a bit of the weapons. We've done bats, polearms, blades, hammers, knuckles, and nearly all of the tomfer. We just have to get a chunk of maple wood from the batting cages. Then we've got the nunchucks, the Kelly sticks, the guns, the others do, and then that's all of the weapons finished. That should hopefully not be too bad, but it looks like it. Well, from looking at it now, it looks like we've got a lot of running around to do, collecting various bits of cooking oil and other eccentric nonsense. Then we get into the gear, which I suspect is probably going to take me back to the Colosseum at some point. Rapping Nail doesn't look like it's on the list, but it might turn up. Bloody Cloth's probably going to turn up as well, let's face it. So there we go, we've managed to crack on with quite a few bits and pieces. Give it a couple more streams and we'll probably get through all of the entire list of the completion, or at least... Well, we will. We'll get through the last of the weapon mods and gear mods, and then that is all of the primary completion. Well, there's no secondary completion, so that's the completion criteria pretty much done. All that's left for us to do is the story, and then that's 100% finished of the game. We have done absolutely everything available to us, apart from play through the game on Legendary, which I am not doing. I could do, but I'm not doing. I could do that if I get you Kiwami on the Switch, though. I'll think about that later. Anyway. With that said, if you're new here, hi, I'm Ezio. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you enjoyed what you saw, well, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that follow button, but the decision will always be yours. If you're going to catch me live, well, I'll be right back here on Thursday at 7 o'clock UK, 7:30 UK time as we continue our journey into the world of Yakuza 4 Remastered. But hey, if you wish to, well, no stream on Tuesday, orchestra rehearsal, sorry about that. But yes, if you've missed any of these streams, if you want to catch up with any of our journey so far, you can find all these uploaded to the YouTube archive, linked in the panels down below, containing playlists of every game, every journey as I call them, that we've ever been on here on this channel, as well as our website, intothevortex.co.uk, which is pretty much the same thing, but I've got nice little game covers for each and every game we've ever been on. So that's quite nice. And I think that's everything. Everything apart from a thank you to each and every one of you. Be you a chatter, be you a lurker, be you watching live here on Twitch or in the YouTube archives, thank you very much for joining me on this journey this afternoon. Thank you for joining me as we've travelled through the world of this fantastic game. And most of all, thank you for spending a little bit of your life here with me here on the channel. It means the world. It always will do. And it always does. Now, let us see if there's enough to pay good vibes forwards. There is. I do believe I saw a notification. Was that the mighty with Blue going live? No. Was it a notification saying Blue is not streaming today? Or am I imagining things and Blue doesn't stream on a Saturday anymore? Oh no, okay, that was good. Enough. Oh well, with that, let's see if there's anyone. Then, though I might just call it... Does this new raid thing tell me people I follow? Kinda live. I think it does. Maybe, possibly. They're playing Yakuza. At daylight, we could raid Bob Ross. No, I'll leave that. Okay, who's on the raid list? Nobody. Okay, well, fair enough then. So, with that said, with that done, to each and every one of you, may you all have a beautiful evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever it is around this whole wide world you are, and as always, until our paths next cross again, the Vortex awaits. I'll see you all next time.